All right, so go ahead, do what you got to do.
Show.
Hello, we are the South African Americans, bringing you another live. I just want, before we get started, I just want to let y'all know, because I saw some questions in the comments, like, why do y'all have this separate channel? We're trying to build support and viewership for the reality show that we're trying to put out. So make sure that you subscribe. Don't just watch. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share because we need to see who's going to want to see this. Who's going to be watching us? If you want to see us on Showmax, you want to see us on Netflix, Prime, we need y'all to hit the subscribe button and watch our videos so that we know that we have the viewership we need to get on a big network. So just make sure you let us know that you're watching. And then you like it.
Yeah. Let's get this party.
So we got Dr. Nikki, Dr. Assad, Ray Stace. We have Ronnie. He keeps trying to call himself Red. I don't understand why. And then we have Khalid and Zoe.
There she goes. There goes Doc. There goes Doc.
All right. So Stace and Ronnie, y'all really had an adventure, and it kind of sparked this topic. So do y'all want to share your experience over the last couple of days?
Go ahead, Ronnie. It's your experience more than mine.
Right. So, well, I know all of y'all probably know that I was wilding out this weekend. I was partying like a rock star. I got tipsy. I got elevated. Not like that, but I was on another level. And so I went into this club, man. That I wouldn't even go to this club if I was back home. But yeah, I'm following other people, and they was my source of transportation. So I went with them, and you know how everybody, oh, what's up, bro? Oh, my brother, my brother. They dapping you up and stuff, and bringing me close. And some nigga took my phone, showed me fake love, and snatched my phone right out my damn pocket. And I didn't notice till the next day. That's how full I was. Yeah, that's one of the experiences. Oh, I didn't even tell you I lost I lost my debit card.
Oh shit! I'm sure.
Yeah, that's another one.
Wow.
See, I'm sound like you
I
need to
did,
stop.
huh?
Sound like you need to stop tossing up.
Yeah, I think I need to stop drinking Savannah.
Yeah. So we was out together. A little backstory. We was all out together in Soweto, and of course, like Ronnie said, we was drinking, having a good time, and I had to go home. You know what I'm saying? So I left probably about 11:30. Got home. Ronnie texted me maybe 1:30 in the morning. So all of this happened with him around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then when he finally got in, he went back out again the next day, and another situation happened.
But wait, what
Oh wait,
happened? What happened with the phone situation? Like there was a whole nother part of the story.
Oh, okay. So we have a homeboy in Soweto. So I called him up. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna get the phone. If they don't give us the phone, we're gonna call the cops."
They pinged the phone to find out where it
Yeah.
was.
So just for some clarity, because us Americans don't call the cops too often. We have bad experiences when we call the cops. Sometimes we call the cops on somebody else, and then it turns around on us. So we
right.
try out to stay away from the cops. But our South African friends was like, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops. Me and Ronnie being hard headed, we went out there anyway without the cops. NCBD, we went out there without the cops.
DPD.
Yeah.
So our friend called the cops. Now they looking for the phone all over Soweto. CBD. All the shops, all the cellular shops is right next door to each other. It has to be 20, 30, 40 cellular shops. So it was pinging, but where at? Because it's all the shops right next door to each other.
And there's high-rise apartments like on top of the shops.
Yeah, so it was just a bad experience, and he didn't get his phone back.
But I mean, but it was a good experience that the cops actually showed up and they were helpful.
Ronnie,
You know what I'm saying?
That is rare. So that's
They was deep.
Khalees, we was like celebrities, man. We had like 8 cops following us around CBD.
what? Like a
Yeah.
Busting heads.
what do they call that? You have like an escort, like a
Yeah.
president.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the
People
cops was
looking
going.
like, what the hell?
The cops was going all through the people's phones and the phone cases and just going through trying to find Ronnie's phone.
That's crazy.
All in their booths. They was all in their booths. Going all through they private stuff, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We had that little strip turned out.
That's
Yeah.
right. Did y'all get any footage?
We
I
wasn't
took my
even
phone
worried
out there.
about that. Exactly. I already got one stole. I ain't
You think I'm gonna have my phone swipe? No, you should have had his phone in his man bag. He'd have been all right.
So the funny thing,
I'm about to log off.
that's why I had the man bag, as you call it. I used to keep my phone in there, anything that was important. So I'm like, you can't just pickpocket me. And now I would have zippers on my pants too, so I could feel something. But I'm like,
Preach.
you gotta fight me for this. It's on my chest. So that is a good move for putting your phone in the cross bag, is what it's.
Yeah, man.
In your
That's
face,
what-
Stacy. In your
That's
face,
what-
nigga.
Hey, I
That's why you bought that Merce. You put it inside.
No, I bought the Merce because of you. Your wife better not lie. Do not lie and take up for this nigga. I bought it because of this dude, didn't I? Red, didn't I? Don't lie. Don't lie. See, she about to lie. Look at her face.
That's
Light skin
Yeah.
face about to lie.
like,
Assange, you got a Merce?
No, I have too much testosterone for that. I can't carry no
Stop
more.
it.
I got
Y'all, really, that's what y'all. That's what y'all
when I used to
doing.
carry a
That's what y'all
bag,
doing.
when I used to carry a bag back home, it had that thing in it. So yeah, like a book bag. So
Yeah. Hey yo, Ronnie, actually, you and Nikki can share bags.
Facts. I think the bag is pretty chill, you know what I'm saying? So I think let me borrow
No,
it
man.
sometime. Let me
So-
borrow it.
You ain't listen to it.
my partner Brandon, when he came over, he ran into the guy that owns Jamili's. And this, if you see him, he got tats all on his arm, and he had the little Merce on. And I was telling Brandon, I was like, man, the boy got that, he got the little, why he got the little purse? He seemed like a gangster almost, but he got that little purse. He was like, man, in Europe, the head busters be wearing the little Merce. So it's a cultural thing.
It's true.
know,
That's true.
We can't really.
Here
That's
too.
true.
Cultural
Stacy,
thing.
yeah.
And
Stacey,
all, and if you go in the club, you see the Nigerian dudes. They got them too. They be ready to go.
Facts. Got that thing up in there. Facts.
I got plenty testosterone. I keep a couple of them. It's all good.
Plenty.
I just said,
I was just messing with y'all.
I said, Ronnie,
Stay trying to do that. And Red, you just
So
no, I didn't know that guy.
what
I
happened?
didn't know that.
what happened?
No, the guy from New York, the guy that came in when you bought your Merce.
When I follow my elder into that store.
Oh, oops,
Oh, should we forget that part?
oop.
Oh, I'm just respecting my elders. That's it. Just following the path that was made for me. Now this nigga all of a sudden don't he want to down the man bag.
I can't do
Good
it.
idea.
I
Me
can't.
and Red was supposed to have matching leather Merces. She got hers and you backed out. Red, am I lying?
Oh,
No,
Stace was supposed to buy one and he back.
the truth comes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I ain't in it.
See, that's when you know it's lies. When people say shit like that, they lying.
Oh,
Listen, you
Hey,
start
Nikki,
walking
what's
around
wrong
with
with
that
you?
Stace, they gonna think you Shaq. They gonna be asking for pictures.
Shaq.
Hey, yo, we was in Soweto yesterday morning, and we was going to get some food, and this little girl was about maybe 6 years old. She started crying because she wanted to take a picture with me.
Wow, that's crazy.
she's
And then
all.
after that,
They-
and Khalees, after that, her mom wanted to take a picture with me then.
Oh Lord, look at Red about to smack you.
Allah.
She said I got me 2 men. She told her husband, it's only for the night.
What? Listen, man.
He just like this. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I ain't worried about getting. I came home last night. I'm not worried about getting no trouble.
Man, what's
I'm gonna do all the trouble for
where
you.
where have you been, Ronnie? As far as the clubs, where have you taken them, Stace? Let me know. We want to hear the vibes, the groove.
Yo,
Man.
we went to a spot in Soweto called Onions. After that, I don't know where Ronnie went at. I don't know.
He sold one of them onions. He went up.
You know,
Look,
you know,
look.
you pickpocket, you lose your ID.
Escorted by the police.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got extorted by the police.
Oh, that's what y'all was talking about. The cold drink. What happened?
No, that was a whole. So I'm in the Uber at like 2 o'clock in the morning, man, and I'm going to the next destination to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And we get pulled over. You see this little light in the darkness going like this and moving, telling you to move over. We get closer. It's the damn police, 2 of them.
Wow.
And they car sitting off on the side and shit on the side of the road, and them 2 sitting in the middle of the road, and it's just us on the road, and they make us come over. And he was like, my brother, you know, we close like this. I know you, and doing this and shit. And he was like, but my stomach is Hey, and the Uber driver just turned his head on the nigga and I'm like, hold up, nigga, you just not about to put this on me. And he looking like this, and I'm like, shit, I don't know.
I ain't even driving.
My brother, I need my stomach. I've haven't ate for days. I'm like, come on, dog. And we just sitting there because I ain't coming off of shit. And then it clicked, my instincts clicked in. Nigga, this the police. Nigga, you better do something because I'm thinking, what if I say no and don't give them the money that I got on me? What the hell gonna happen then? You know what I'm saying? Because your American instincts kick in. I don't care what. It's this the police. They do what the hell they want to do. So I ran in my pocket, made sure I saw what the fuck I was giving him. You get 20 rand. Get 20 rand, man. Go and get you something to eat. I don't know how much that's gonna do for you, but go ahead about your business. Yeah, but that messed me up.
That was the second time, because the first time we had to get them guys 300 rand, whatever it was.
That sounds more like
200. Yeah.
It was 200.
Man, look,
More than
that happened to me in 2019. I didn't know nothing about a cold drink. I didn't know that you were supposed to pay off police officers and all that. I said I got my white American on. Let me call the white people. They pulled us over. we were on our way to Kruger, and so this is like maybe 2 hours outside of Joburg. He did the same thing, Ronnie. Some dude just, it was during the daylight though. Some dude just standing in the street, and I said, damn, I wasn't even speeding. Now this is my first time driving here. I was going buku slow. He pulled us over, and my son's so keen. He like the dude, he had the little thing, but he wasn't writing. He was just doing like this, but he wasn't writing. And my son was like, Daddy, he's not even writing anything on the pad, on the ticket. So then he tells me, the police officer, I don't know if he was a police or not at this point. He was like, I think he said the ticket would be like 7,500 Rand or something crazy. He was like, you can pay now. I was like, well, I don't have no money on me. I was like, I'll just go to the court or send the money in. He was like, oh, there's an ATM this way. Oh no, he told me you got to go to the police station, which is about, way out of your way, say like 20 miles out of your way. But there's an ATM right up the street. You can just go to the ATM and come back and pay me.
No.
I said, man, I ain't never heard of no shit like this, man. Will you pay police on the street? I said, man, let me call who was it? Avis. Let me call Avis and see if this is the way it's supposed to go. So he came back, he left and came back to the car. He said, I just talked to my supervisor. He said, we're going to let you go this time with a warning. That's what I was like, oh, that's what this was. You was trying to get over on me.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Extortion.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. But I think so many people on that road going to Kruger is probably a lot of tourists. And they know if we get them, they don't know any better. Just pay them or whatever have you. But I heard that sometimes the South African Police Department will set up sting operations. And if you pay, you could actually end up going to jail for bribing a public official. So it's best, I don't know. So I say just take the ticket. Give me whatever ticket you're going to give me or whatever have you, and let me deal with it in court. Or maybe I'll bribe somebody else.
He wasn't even asking for nothing. He wasn't even writing me no ticket. Like he just stopped us and started talking. He just stopped us and started talking.
He's just trying to get some of that money. Yeah, Uber driver might have called him ahead of time, said, I got an American in the car. Might have texted him and told him, look, get some of this money out of him, we're going to split it.
But
Now I was going to say, oh, Doc Nick, you ready for all of this?
Oh hell yeah, I'm being ready. I actually packed my first bag. It is sealed. I'm on to the next bag.
Ooh.
She on the way, baby.
I got 5. Look, I got 5 outfits that I'm gonna be putting in heavy rotation for this next month because I'm packing everything else up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Yeah. 5 outfits.
Shirt.
Huh?
I had that same shirt.
What, this Notorious?
Yes.
Yeah.
House.
You already know. What you know about Biggie?
That's my favorite shirt.
She light skinned.
Okay, Tupac or Biggie? Which one?
Tupac.
Biggie.
Oh, indeed, man. Pac all day, man. I mess around, quit this reality show, mess around with Pac all day. Nah, y'all know I'm a critic of rap, but I mean, dog, man, Pac has such an impact. You can't. But you know what? It's a South thing too. When that East Coast, West Coast thing was going on, the South rode with Pac. Really, Pimp C made us ride with Pac. That's it. We with Pac. we don't care about nothing else. We rolling with Pac.
As y'all know, we from the East Coast, so
yeah.
I missed.
I gotta ride with Pop.
Yeah, I missed on all that. Biggie, when Biggie and had that collaboration with Bone Thugs, that was it. That sealed the deal right there.
I would say this, but Biggie, as a technical rapper, he could out-rap Pac any day, like flow-wise. But Pac was touching touching stuff. He was like a poet, in real ways. He was touching people's emotion. I can't think of a Biggie song that just made me emotional. right? But I can put on Dear Mama and think about my mom, or keep Brenda's Got a Baby. I mean, Biggie just doesn't have songs like that. He has, great flow. That song with Bone, Armed and Dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Never
Yeah.
was notorious. Love the bus.
Yeah.
It's strange to us how niggas be scrambling, rambling with
Okay.
restaurants with violins and violins. We just sit here trying to win, trying not to sin. Higher weed and lots of gin. So much smoke need oxygen.
No, it's not.
He ain't saying nothing. He's
Listen,
flowing.
no, he really do touch you. He do touch you. He leads you to touch things. And so when it depends on what you're around, and you hearing Biggie, you might feel like
What you touching, dog?
Yeah.
'Cause I got a feeling what you touching. I
I mean,
Go 5 minutes.
if you think of his music, it makes you just reach out and touch.
touch, yeah.
Yeah.
What you touching?
Yeah, I
What you
heard they
touching?
got
Come on, let us
they got
know.
a rapper. They said they got a rapper from Mississippi named Notorious B1, and that Biggie had taken his style from that
Facts.
dude from Mississippi.
Yeah.
And on that first song, Biggie was like, "From the Mississippi down to the East Coast, y'all gotta peep them out." They played a dude from Mississippi's song. It's the same Juicy beat with a very similar flow.
Yeah.
It's something that is interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Never heard that.
Yeah, that
All right,
happens.
so Beverly says, yeah, that happens to us all. That happened to us also coming from the elephant sanctuary, and our tour driver had us wait 20 minutes before they let the driver go.
Wow.
Wow.
So
See-
it makes sense they stop people in the touristy areas.
But that go to touch on that. I'm disturbed. I'm prior service. Like we all figured out that majority of us are prior service. How is it that the police and the military is so underpaid to where they have to go to that resort right there?
Right.
Yeah.
These people supposed to be protecting you, and you ain't paying them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
No, that's true.
That's the
That's
underlying
definitely-
for sure.
That it is, Khalees. That's sad, bro.
Yeah.
Maria says cold drink money is a must-have for all occasions in Mazzani. You must know what might happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a cold drink? What, like here, cold drink can mean several different things, but in South Africa, what does cold drink mean?
Bribe money,
It means-
a little tip for the police.
A tip or
Yeah,
bribe.
From what I understand, it was the code word for the bribe money. So it's like, oh, brother, I'm
Mm.
hungry. Like he was saying, like, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Let me get a cold drink. And cold drink is like 20 rand, 15, 20 rand.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I've heard most people get taken for more than that. I had a cousin go out there and he got, he said he ain't had no money and the police escorted him to the ATM and let him pull it out and then let him go. With us, we got pulled over, but they didn't
search me.
They didn't search her, but they also didn't press us like that for the bread. I think they were just trying to see what was going on. But we were in an Uber and they went through all our stuff. And then when they didn't find nothing, they let us go. But the time that I was in CBD, I was filming. And I guess I thought, I'm thinking I'm in America. I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to film to make sure nothing go wrong. You going through my stuff. And they kind of over the whole Uber. And I forgot I actually had a knife on me. But they didn't find that. But I used to carry, I was in CBD. I had to make sure I was safe. But then the officer took my phone and she made me delete the video. And luckily I had it in my
It's iPhone. So
in my cloud. Yeah. But it was, but I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't used to that. That was something that kind of, afterwards I saw that, this happens regularly and they have checkpoints and stuff. But for me, I wasn't used to that. I was like, oh no, like what if something goes left? And they were threatening me, saying me filming can be interfering with an investigation. You could go to jail for that. So that was just something I was like, yo, I don't even want to play with that.
But if they'd have asked for a phone and they pulled us over, I'm like, all we got is hot fam. Turn up.
You say what?
Okay.
Well, Booz says, please, don't give any money to corrupt cops when you're stopped. You're setting a bad precedent for everybody. Don't embolden the rotten apples.
Facts.
And then somebody else said
I got a response to that when you get through.
that cold drink money is not a must in Tanzania.
So
What do you think about people who say like you should, because we've had that comment before too, like that you should not be participating in that corruption. What do y'all think about that?
No, definitely.
I'll let Ronnie go first. I want to go after.
yeah, so with the place we come from, the police gonna do exactly what they want to do. They not governed by nobody but they brothers. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if you deny anything of what the police say, they're gonna use it against you to do whatever the hell they want to do to you. So bringing that whole mentality that ingrained in us, bringing that mentality as black men to Africa, South Africa, and you present it with the police that's asking you for something. Like I was thinking that night, what if I don't give this nigga this money? What are he gonna do to me? It's late at night, 2 a.m. in the morning. It's just me and him. It's just us four in this area. I'm not about to play with these people. I'm not about to play with these people. Yeah, but I got nothing. And then, man, you take your little 20 rand and go on about your business. Let me go on about my business. Because the last thing you want to do is get on their radar. The last thing you want to do. And I don't know how y'all deal with the police over here, but we don't fuck around with the police. We don't. So trying not to give him no money, that's a risk that I'm not willing to take.
So, and I want to second brother Ronnie's sentiment. When we were younger, they had some shoes called Ballet Animals. That wasn't the real name; it's just the name the hood gave them. And it was like at the time, it was like $200-300 shoes. The police used to pull people over or stop them walking and take their shoes off their feet. You know. Now you can sit up there and try to argue with the police, and these were black police officers. It wasn't the white police officers doing this; it was the black police officers. I was sitting and always had a majority black police force, so it was the corrupt black police officers. So what you gonna do? You gonna fight the police? You gonna end up going to jail? They're gonna trump up. They can write anything on that sheet of paper to give you a charge, anything. And now the inconvenience of going to jail for a night or two. Coming out, now you got a court case, you have a pending felony. If you had to go to work the next day, you didn't miss work because the police didn't lock you up. I don't know if that's how it operates here in SA, but as Ronnie is saying, from where we come from, that is our understanding of our interactions with law enforcement. So it's like, it'll be tough if I really had, like, if I was in Ronnie's situation, 2 o'clock in the morning, I probably would have gone in my pocket too and gave them exactly what they asked for. You want 100 rand here? At least I can make it home safe tonight.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the like everybody else, like you have that mentality in the state. Like it's like a coming of age conversation that you have to have with your kids to explain to them how you're viewed by society. And how you need to be better, especially with dealing with the police officers and having to be extremely careful and all that kind of stuff. So, like, we're just coming with that, with that mentality. So it's hard for us to say, like, oh, we don't have to worry about anything, and then just not comply. Like, that's how we've been taught. You know what I mean?
And we've been taught that way since a baby. Just like we was younger, growing up. When we go in the grocery store, when we go to Walmart, your mom and dad will say, "Don't you touch nothing." Or you can put your hand on the cart. Don't you move your hand from this cart. We was programmed this way forever.
Right.
Yeah.
And we just can't change overnight.
Right. I remember when I was going through the police academy, I saw that message you put out there. If you blue, you ain't black. I'm so glad I didn't follow through with that journey. But I went through the police academy and everything. After I came home from war, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna continue this thing on because I was a MP when I was in the military. So going into civilian as a police officer, going through the training and stuff, one of the things I remember it like it was yesterday that they hit home is that you look after your people, right? And some of the messages were very subtle, but a lot of it they was like straight up in your face, to the lens in which you look after your brothers and sisters in blue. And so me, sir, I served in the military, so I'm real indoctrinated that way, like hardcore, like we do things by the books. This is how it is, or whatever. They did not take kind to me telling them that I'm not doing certain things. So one of the sergeants tried to ride me pretty hard or whatever, but you can't ride somebody that don't went to war and everything. You can't do that. You don't phase me none. So I definitely believe that that this isn't something like they want certain people in that have that mentality to have that superiority complex or whatever, where they know that at the end of the day, you're going to look after each other no matter what it is. We all going to be crooked together. And they are trained to be this way. This isn't something that's by chance. It's trained. Like when you go into the police academy, straight up, you're getting trained to have this mentality. So yeah, for me to go anywhere, and if I, go on to South Africa, wherever, I'm gonna have that mindset that, these cats, they all in this together. Like I don't see no difference. So I'm gonna treat them the same way I would back home because I don't want no smoke. I don't want no issues.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
In LA, I was watching a documentary. They actually have gangs within the police department. I think one of them was called like the Scorpions or something like that. They were like the gang unit, and they had their own tattoos and all of this stuff. Like they were a gang within the police department that was supposed to be busting like street gangs or whatever.
But what you don't realize is that a lot of those cats are gang members, such as Bloods, Crips, whatever. They're all gang affiliated. And so I went to the police academy with a couple of cats that were some Bloods, straight up. Everybody knew. Like I'm thinking, I'm military. My mindset is like, how y'all gonna be a police officer and you don't go through no process to say that you're not affiliated or nothing? Like no. As a matter of fact, we get recruited.
Yeah. To Nikki and Assad's point, you remember there was rumored that LAPD had something to do with Pac's, his unaliving, and that there was the hip hop police, which was a gang within the police department. So it's been going on. I think some things have come out more recently, but even back in the 90s, that was heavy, and they're definitely affiliated. I remember looking at the new movie they put out about Pac, like who really, they always, every 5 years they come, who really killed Tupac. It's like we've heard it, over and over, but one of the police officers that was undercover was a Blood. He was a known Blood, but because he could roll like that, he wasn't always wearing his uniform. Maybe like training day, he got a little out of touch. But that stuff is, I definitely trust the police here. I could tell you some stories with LAPD. They're no joke.
I'm just gonna honestly keep my comments to myself because I'm literally sitting here saying something in my head right now. So continue.
Why don't you just say it?
Because it's,
you don't want to say. You feel like it's too much to be recorded.
My abbreviation is FP, but
after post. Okay. There we go.
And
but that comment,
I got one more comment in the chats about it, and then well, two more comments. I'm gonna read the comments, and then we're gonna switch gears, change balls, twist, or however you say it.
Change balls.
Change balls.
Somebody,
Is y'all
who
doing
got
something under that motherfucking table?
Yeah.
who's the telephone?
That's my phone coming out. That's my WhatsApp coming through the computer.
Oh, okay, all right.
What
So
y'all doing under that table?
They used to be known for
Y'all talking about switch balls and shit. She always saying some bullshit.
That's the U.S. police originated from a crew of slave catchers. They just transitioned it. They use poor whites as bounty hunters to feel like they have a little bit of power. They still carry that imposter syndrome. And then the last comment is from the tag. DeVita, the cold drink money is definitely illegal. Picture this though, you drive 160 kilometers an hour or 120 kilometers per hour, you're arrested on the spot, whether you're a citizen or not. So we'll leave that where it is. I think we all said our piece on that topic. But I did see something interesting in the comment. Paula wants to know, how would you rate C Nasty versus
Nasty C.
B.I.G.? I mean, I keep saying C Nasty. It sounds better.
Your mind is fucked up. You keep on saying some slick shit.
Nasty,
I don't know what you and Stacey
Nasty
doing
C,
over
man, versus Biggie. Let me see. I want to take this one here, man. So let
Go
me
ahead,
see.
Doc.
Nasty C is actually a
Wait,
fire rapper.
hold on real quick. We got
Huh?
60 people in the building right now, and we should have at least 60 likes right now. And you should be telling all your friends to jump on this live and tune in. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no. So Nasty C is actually a fire. He's a fire rapper. Yeah, like that would be a hard compare. Biggie is an icon. You know what I'm saying? In hip hop, it's hard to compare somebody from this generation to what Biggie was doing with like Ready to Die. Ready to Die was a movie on wax, right? He had an intro. He has the birthday scene. If y'all remember that album, you know, he's coming out and he's in jail. You hear him coming out, and you know he's telling this entire story of this gangster life on wax. Then he comes out with a double CD. It's hard to compare Nasty C to Biggie. I'm not gonna say. I would have to go, honestly. I have to go with Big. Big is a legend. You know, he's like usually top 1 or 2 rappers of all time.
Be patient, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear us. But be patient. Something's going on with the Wi-Fi. I guess we're all
we can
back.
hear you.
All right, we're all back.
Well, as it relates to Nasty C, man, Nasty C got that song with T.I. where he talks about like police brutality. He has another one that says, my chick drink Coca-Cola, I drink Colette. One day when she go bed, and I know that I'm with the program. Nothing but designer shoes up on my doormat. I'm so pro-black card. I feel like I'm a new Steve Biko. He got some nice lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But to compare him to Big is a bit much. I would never compare most rappers in this generation, in this era, to those who came before them. You know, that's a pretty tough comparison. Plus, Big sold like 10 million albums on Life After Death. Everybody can't say that. So when you do that, then
yeah, I will say Nasty C had an amazing song with AKA, which came out right after he passed, called Lemons.
Yeah, Lemons. Yeah.
You know a song. So
I need to check this dude out.
So yeah, I love Nasty C. I actually got to see him perform live at Mama Name. He was at JoJo's Rooftop. And a lot of these young cats, I will say, they may be good in the studio, but that doesn't translate to the stage. Nasty is one of them that he puts on the show. You know, he was interacting with the crowd, jumping around. So yeah, I really like him, but I agree with Assad is that comparing, you know, the legends to the new generation, I don't even think is a fair comparison.
Yeah, it's not. If you said compare Nasty C to Kodak Black, I would give it to
Oh.
Nasty C.
I give
If
it
you
a
said Nasty C to King Von, I'm gonna give it to Nasty C. If you said like
Yeah.
Nasty C compared to Lil Wayne, I'm gonna give it to Wayne though. Yeah, that's Wayne a legend at this point.
A living
And
legend.
I think Nasty C says his inspirations were T.I. and Lil Wayne, and you could hear it in his flow. In fact, you don't even hear a South African accent when Nasty C raps. It's like you can almost hear a down south accent when you're like, man, where this boy from? You know, like he really from KZN or what? No, somebody say young boy. Nah. Let me get a young boy from my home state.
Oh, he
did.
is.
He represent the boot, and he, you know, but I would say after he got out of jail recently, he has kind of turned a new leaf. In fact, there's a video of him saying that, you know, he had to sit back and really contemplate the type of music he was making because
growing up,
he was like, what's happening when I'm smoking and drinking and I'm making all this music in the studio? People are listening to that smoking and drinking and actually going out and doing the stuff that they hear me rap about. So there's a maturity that's coming along with Young Boy. And what people don't know, in 2020 and 2019, Young Boy was the most streamed artist on YouTube out of all genres of music, not just hip hop. So Young Boy is huge, but he's not a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? I think Nasty C more on that. He actually has metaphors and wordplay and entendres within his flow. So I would have to give Nasty C over Young Boy.
I'm gonna have to drop that ball.
Check him out.
What y'all were talking about, Sub Alkaline, they all pale in comparison to Rakim. He's the GOAT. Emphasis on AT, in my humble opinion.
That's fine.
Hey, I ain't no joke. I usually let the mic smoke. Now I throw it on the stage and make sure it's broke. That's classic. You can't really out-rap that. He's the blueprint for y'all. Remember how rappers used to rap before Rakim? The hip, the hop, basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way the ball dribbles down the court. Rakim was the first to come out with multi-syllable rhyme patterns and using big words and saying stuff more than just ball and fall that rhymes. He's got double rhymes within this rhyme scheme. He's the blueprint.
I had to say it's Nas for me though. I know Rakim was first and Nas took that and, you know, put his own spin on it. He definitely was heavily inspired by Rakim, but Nas would be like number one in my go MCs.
Man, when Nas made a song where he rapped about being a gun. And
yes, that's
man, I gave you power.
That's my classic.
Say, bro, that's when I knew Nas was on some different stuff. I was okay. He ain't a rapper. This dude is a writer.
I think Red being messy right now by keeping Don Parker's statement 50 Cent to bring
That's garbage.
That's an argument that's, listen, y'all, I'm a hip hop person, right? Y'all know I critique the music, but I know the music. And it's an argument that could be made for 50 Cent. Number one, let's look at the album sales. No, look at the album sales.
That's different.
Look at the album sales.
Yeah. He probably got 3, maybe 4 good years.
All I can say is the album sales from Get Rich or Die Trying and what's it, Before I Self-Destruct or whatever, he's sold like 10 million each time, right? And in that era, that's like a 2004, 2003, 2002 era. Man, he totally dismantled Ja Rule's career.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Now, in terms of, I don't think anybody had a debut album that had so much hype and so much, like, you couldn't go anywhere and not hear In the Club. he, you know, he was huge, man. Like,
But it's how he
Yes,
it's
20.
also how he marketed himself when he came out dissing everybody
Yeah.
who was great.
The joint- the joint
Yeah.
But
So he has
we can't
22
equate
million.
records with how many records they sell. I mean,
Facts.
Vanilla
Facts.
Ice sold a boatload of records.
Mm.
50 probably had about no more than 5 good years, which is great for a rapper. That's great. But to say he's like an argument for the best all time, nah. We can definitely name Jay-Z, Nas, Rakim,
Eminem.
I don't mess with now let's even keep on Big Daddy Kane.
Doc
Yeah,
dropped
keep
off.
on that.
She dropped off.
You done broke the show up before it started.
But yeah,
You hit a nerve.
But no,
but
Hey,
but
it
I
depends on who the
As-
audience is for 50. Like
as a
50
mogul-
music is, huh?
as a mogul, it's an argument to be made for 50.
Man.
As-
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can-
Also, 50 is not Nas. He's not Jay-Z, obviously. 50 represents the voice that he is speaking is like the hardest street. He's like the super thug of all thugs when he comes out,
Yeah.
right? He's speaking to a
Yeah.
certain audience and he's speaking for a certain audience. So I can see how they can listen to him and be like, man, he told the people, he said, you know, the DA can play this tape in court. I'll kill you. I ain't playing. You hear what I'm saying? Like, it don't get much harder than that. He got a line that says, if you were smart, you'll be shooking me because I get tired of looking for you. Spray your mama crib and let your ass look for me.
Yeah.
We talk about some street stuff, man. That's the hardest you can get coming like that. I
Yeah.
mean, but yeah.
Hey, Doc.
But nah, he ain't my
Doc
favorite
got a little
rapper.
flow. He got
I'm
some
gonna tell
flow.
you, and we can move on from rap.
Yeah.
But my favorite
So-
rapper of all time is,
Opinion.
huh?
I'm gonna just real quick.
Oh, shout out to J. Cole. J. Cole is a fool.
J. Cole is the best.
That's my guy.
Yeah, J. Cole is a dog.
Deep Smoke, absolutely.
Yes, Beast Smokes from
Okay,
I
California.
hear
We can't-
feedback in your
Red.
mic, Red.
Red.
In your
Y'all.
mic, I hear feedback, so it's hard to hear you.
Yeah, I told you something was wrong with that sound.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now better, but before it
It's
was
when y'all
pretty
start
choppy.
talking, something start happening.
Yeah, you
Go ahead,
can
go ahead.
be quiet.
Do y'all both have one? Or just
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they both have him.
Oh, it might be too close. That's what I was saying.
Doc say add her back in.
She not gonna
Yeah. Which one of y'all
All right.
degenerates kicked me out of here?
So
Who did
let's
it?
see.
We thought you had an attitude and left.
Who did it?
She said, which one of y'all degenerates kicked me out?
This question, how do you feel when you said disowning his son in real life, then portraying Kanan on Power, who actually shoots his son?
50 Cent ain't your moral role model, and he should not be your moral compass. I'm not looking for 50 Cent to guide me in any kind of way. He is an immoral person, and you can hear it in his language, in his music. You can hear, like how he treats other. He's a highly intelligent person, and you know he's highly intelligent. That's unquestionable. However, his morals and the code that he lives by is far different than the code that I live by. So, how do I feel about it? I think that's horrible to have that type of stuff play out in the media. The beef between he and his son to play out on on social media, and then to have that matter of fact, he's cold. He cold hearted. He put out some stuff on 50 Cent ain't nobody, right? Ain't nobody patting yourself after. No. He ain't. Ain't nobody gonna do no therapy for 50 Cent. No. What y'all think about my dog? So my favorite rapper is Andre 3000.
The best, my number one, hands down. The
Yes.
man is a true lyricist. He's an artistic genius, and he
Yeah.
is definitely a trendsetter. Everything these cats doing now, you can't tell me that they didn't take it from him. The little funky wigs, the different. I mean, he evolved from hood wear somewhat to like just being his true authentic self. I think he is actually one rapper that is the most authentic.
Yeah.
Period. Period.
My thoughts on Dre is he is great. I only have one knock on Dre. He doesn't have the classic CD.
He didn't have a classic solo album. No, a solo album. He's right.
He doesn't have the classic CD.
Yeah.
That's not. No, he doesn't.
The Love Below, man, like that's my favorite.
Come
Yeah,
on. Come on.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
So-
the classic album.
No, I think Outkast has buku classic albums, but he
Outkast
doesn't
has-
have one. Huh?
Yeah, I agree. Outkast has many.
Yes.
But he doesn't have one by himself. We need a solo project for us to really measure if he could hold it down for 12 songs, three verses per song.
Nah.
That wasn't really no rap album, no. He was
Man,
singing.
hold up. That brother said, I hope that you're the one. If not,
So
you are
singing
the
though.
prototype. Oh, come on, man. We're raindrops through the sun. Hey, what you talking about?
Go ahead, Doc.
A million lies.
Hey, what?
I think I'm in love.
Hey.
He got plenty classic verses, plenty features that are classics. But that one, as far as a solo album, I need that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you my favorite thing about Andre 3000. They were saying when he plays his guitar, he on the album he said, "You play your guitar, man. You ain't even in tune." He said, "Man, do you cry in tune?
Come on.
Do you laugh in
Come
tune?"
on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey,
Khaleesi,
why
let him
he-
back in.
While he playing with that
Andre-
flute, that's what Erica
Andre
Badu
reminds
did
me
to
of
him
your boy
with that
song.
good. Did y'all hear me?
That good.
Yeah, Erica Badu did it to Common. Everybody that get a piece of Erica Badu go crazy. I don't want none of that nash.
That's
Leave
your,
that nash alone.
That's a Dallas
Leave that nash
thing, baby.
alone.
That's a Dallas thing, baby.
Woo!
I mean,
Bring it over here.
You talking about that 50 Cent.
Ronnie,
Or
did you see the
But I got one last thing to say about this.
What
This is for you,
Khaleesi?
Assad, this is for you. Andre reminds me a little bit of Jay Electronica. Great verses, great potential, great everything, just not a classic album.
That's interesting.
What?
Because I think that Jay Electronica album that he dropped was classic. The only problem is he had Jay-Z on every verse. So did we really get a Jay Electronica album or did we get a duet? Right?
That's what I'm saying.
That
Somebody
I
talking
think-
about that
thank
good
you.
America Badu.
Well, I was
Yes,
asking
that's-
Ronnie, did you see the window seat video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
That's
me-
all. We can,
Let me tell you something. Let me
We
tell
can
you
move.
something.
No, we ain't moving. No, we is not moving.
Doc,
We is not moving.
Doc can
Not when
spit.
it come to Erica Badu.
Come on now.
That girl, oh,
Let me tell you something. Doc can spit out
Yes.
all the history of rap, right? But let me tell you something. What we know about Erica Badu here. Let me tell you something.
come on, speak it, baby. Speak
Neo
it.
soul, everything that's just gritty, grimy, and just like so naturally funky. Sister was the one to really spearhead all of that. Like
Factuals.
if you listen
Yeah.
to her lyrics, oh my
Yeah.
God, don't get me
Yeah.
on because I can go on and on and on and on and on
Yeah.
about her lyrics, right? Like,
And don't look into them green ass eyes
it's
of
funky.
hers.
It's funky, man. The chick is so funky. Like in
I'm pulling all my clothes off.
Asia,
what is happening?
please put it on. Please keep it back on. But yeah, I can't wait for Erica to make a trip back to South Africa because I mean to see Erica in South Africa. Oh my God, that'll be like
Yeah.
so bonkers. That'll
I'm
be
putting it
crazy.
out there before anybody else do. She could come and rape the shit out of me immediately.
Oh my God.
We gotta
I'm
stop
getting.
certain words.
I ain't even
Let's
gonna
swear.
file it. I ain't filing the case. I'm not filing the case on the.
For
I'm taking
monetization
that shit.
purposes.
Erykah Badu can do anything to me. Sorry for my
Somebody,
lady
but
love.
not
I'm
Doc.
just saying.
Doc, somebody just brought up a very interesting point. Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill is I mean, the Miseducation was like perfection. Like I can't think of anything that was wrong with that album. A mixture of hip hop, soul, consciousness, love, pain, hurt, all that, man. You could pop that in and just press play and let it
Right.
go.
Not right.
Yes.
But that's
That-
all she got though.
But it
was
don't
a-
matter.
She didn't need to do another one.
It don't matter.
Has her live.
I'm
She
just
also has her live album too that she did the unplugged.
Okay,
No
was it
doubt.
the same version of
It
it?
was no. It like hold on.
Cause yeah, I don't get me wrong. I grew up on the Fugees and I love Lauren.
No privacy. I think
But for me, it's like if we're talking about overall impact, she does have one classic album, but her overall discography is not there. Like she
But see,
wasn't
this
consistent.
is the thing. This is the thing. She don't need many chapters in her Bible. Just one chapter, and everybody else is learning and leaning from that one chapter. That one changed generations of music. You know,
Man, she had me looking up reciprocity. I heard that word. I thought it was
I
like,
see.
I was like, man, what does reciprocity
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
And how you gonna put that in a slow R&B song?
Yes. Man,
And let's keep it 100. She really held it down. Coochies.
Who's Gil Scott?
Oh yeah.
that one.
Jill Scott.
So her Unplugged 2.0, which came out in 2002, is also a classic Lauryn Hill project. Period.
Yeah.
So you have the Miseducation, and then you have her Unplugged. Like one of my favorite songs on that album is Just Like Water. Like it's just like her sitting with her guitar, a mic. She had the denim cap on her head. You can play that. You can literally play that entire album just like you can play Miseducation fluidly. And
can we just take a moment to recognize that when Lauren was like on top, she was a dark-skinned, beautiful woman with dreadlocks.
Yes.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that she didn't have the blonde wigs? Nothing wrong with people with blonde wigs, but she didn't have all. She was just this naturally beautiful woman, and I could just see little dark-skinned girls all over America looking up to this woman holding these 5 Grammys. Like, damn, you know, I have somebody to look up to. You know what I mean? But all of our icons are really these, you know, like nothing wrong with my light red, nothing wrong with that. I got light skin white. You know what I'm saying? But nothing, you know, but all of our daughters don't have these icons of, you know, Beyonce and the Nicki Minaj's or whatever have you. They look a certain way.
Right.
She defied those looks.
That's a fact.
Can I give a shout out to Erykah Badu again, though?
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to do it. To Erykah Badu and all that ass she got and them eyes she got. Them eyes, man. Hey, at least like Jamie Foxx said, man, he couldn't look Prince in the eyes. Hey, that's how it is with Erykah Badu. You can't look at them green eyes. I'm gonna just give him my whole damn wallet. Here you go.
So, South African family, I want to know this to the South Africans that's watching. What is it with y'all and Tamia?
For real.
How did Tamia become
good one, Doc.
She just came there and performed too.
What?
She only got
they
2
love
million.
Tamia.
Yeah.
I saw somebody posted on the website. She was coming to South Africa.
Child, I'm about to have a high flash. Let me
So
tell you.
somebody,
Woo, Tamia. I'll tell you. Lord have mercy.
I love her
You
song
all
for
know.
Fabulous. That's it. So Into You with Fabulous was like my favorite thing.
Oh God, Tamia is like butter. Butter.
beautiful.
Man. Man. I love Tamia so much.
Hey,
went.
it sounds like we gonna have a competition, Doc. You can't be liking the same. I like.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Well, it's on. We got 2 tons of fun coming on over here. Let me tell you.
Let's do it. So
Let me-
the big people are still in season, damn it.
Let me tell you, Tamia is we done
Yeah,
saw
boy.
her here in Dallas and then caught a flight to see her in Vegas. Like that's serious. I love Tamia. I love Tamia.
Yeah,
So-
you love her.
KO.
South Africa.
No.
Your mic
Is
again,
it-
Red.
Your mic again, Red.
It's getting worse.
No,
Have space. Take off your mic. You don't. If y'all both there, you really don't need it. That's why I was saying. You can use one mic.
Try that. See if
If
that
you
works.
by each other, it's gonna pick up both of you.
Turn mine on. Do y'all know who KO Dude is?
I just want.
No.
I think his name is KO. He said, "Dude is nice."
Oh yeah, no KO is really dope.
KO is.
He has a
Anybody heard?
song. Yeah, he has a song called "I'll Always Look Out for Me." I believe that was like one of the first things I saw from him. He's dope. Look,
He's South African.
type in KO. Yeah, he's lyrical. He's one of the few people. Him and MT. MT is another dope one.
MT is nice. Yeah.
There you go. You tapped in with
Blackie nice too.
Blackie is dope, but
Yeah.
Blackie is like Drake to me because he started like singing. I guess early on he was like more bars, but the recent songs I've heard he's singing. But yeah,
Boy, Drake get that money. He trying to get that Drake money, boy.
Right.
And I don't care what y'all say. Drake the greatest artist that come out since whenever he came out. Drake that made more hits. Say, bro, I don't care. It's about the hits.
I mean, on paper,
I agree.
on paper, if we're talking about lyrical ability, I would say J. Cole, Kendrick. You know, we gotta come on, Doc.
Yeah.
You can't leave Drake out. Drake
and people that are
turn
spitting
everything up.
the message.
Yeah,
And
but see,
Kendrick.
I think when we got to go back, I critique hip hop, but we got to remember that hip hop started out as party music. It didn't start off like as conscious music. It was
Right.
party music. So like that element has to be respected. So when I want to hear, like when I hear 95 South by J. Cole, I'm like, this dude is spitting. He killing it. But I ain't finna put that on when I'm getting ready to go to the club. I want to hear, I don't need one gun, got a Hennessy in my hand. You know what I'm saying? They're giving you something that you can get ready to go to the club, you know. Yeah, Kanye beat star, man.
Kanye is in my top 10. And Kanye.
Y'all don't praise people with their own pen.
Man, that's been dead. Man, that's been dead.
What?
Jay Electronica was writing for Nas.
And I don't understand why you say that's been dead. You came from that era where they had to write their own.
Oh, because you're saying Drake had ghostwriters. That's what you're talking about?
Drake got ghostwriters.
I
But
mean,
what I'm saying, but here's the thing about it. Drake has ghostwriters. Here's the ultimate question. Do we think Drake can write his own raps?
yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
because prior to him being Drake, he was writing his own raps. And he was writing for Kanye, the one who, you know what I'm saying, he was writing for Kanye. So it's like,
Hold
I
up.
mean, we can't really hold that against him.
Hold up. Wait a minute. The question was, is Kanye better than Drake? Hell yeah. Hands
I
down.
don't know.
Hands
He's
down.
the one that writes their own music. I mean, so
No,
What you talking
Drake writes a lot of his music.
Kanye writes a lot of his own music.
Kanye had what's his
Pusha T.
name? Huh?
Pusha T.
Yeah. But before Pusha T, he had Rhyme Fest.
Rhyme Fest, yeah.
Rhyme Fest. He had what's his name?
Big Sean.
Big.
Oh,
He had buku
Consequence.
writers.
Consequence.
Consequence. That's what I'm thinking about. Consequence. Yeah, he had buku writers.
Let me
You
tell
know,
you something.
but-
Let me tell you, all them jokers had buku writers, but let me tell you something. At the end of the day, Kanye is the man. He ain't all the way there. Yeah, we all got our shortcomings, But I'm telling you, the stuff that man spits and how he do it, even in, I think he's a brilliant mind. He's just,
I do. I agree.
I
with
agree.
I think the man is a brilliant mind.
He's brilliant. I just say that music, as to use Lauren, she said music is supposed to inspire. I think like Drake has made more hits, and the reality is that he's speaking the language of a certain generation. They want to go out and party. He one of the first rappers that we can think of that was race traders. Man, Kanye. Kanye, the y'all talking about Kanye? I don't think we want to go there. But like he's singing. Let me tell you. I'm gonna say this. There was a sister named Ginger. She was my homegirl. And I was like, I don't like Drake. He all soft. And she was like, what's wrong with somebody writing about love? What's wrong with a rapper singing? LL Cool J did it. I need love. We didn't call him soft. You know what I'm saying? Like. So Drake talking about his relationships and stuff, I think that's like really normal. I think we have normalized hearing rappers talk about killing each other, and here's somebody coming talking about, you know, partying and girls and money, and then actually having feelings and stuff like that. I think that's important. Music to Kanye West is an art. I don't want to knock Kanye. Kanye can do his thing.
I mean, that first album was classic. Him having Bernie Mac, him linking up with
a backpack.
You talking about impact and inspire. Kanye has inspired a generation. It's a lot of even Drake. Drake will admit that Kanye was one of his favorites. That's why they had that concert together. You know, they had the little beef, but best believe Drake was inspired by Kanye. Now
Kanye made South Africa home with the panel approved. If it's the college dropout Kanye, this Kanye, I don't know what's going on with this brother. I mean,
you know what?
You know,
White Lives Matter, Kanye. Y'all could keep White Lives Matter, Kanye. Y'all could keep slavery was a choice, Kanye. I don't know. But
in all fairness, a lot of African Americans that are dealing with some serious mental issues, they flee to South Africa to heal, to get back together. So I might prescribe a trip for Kanye to go to South Africa and get a little bit of that healing going on.
Coldplay, bro, don't play with me, man. First of all, I ain't no Stan, and I'm not the one to play with. You understand? Ain't nobody over here no Oreo. Stop playing with me.
Oh, what happened?
No, because he's playing with the wrong person on the wrong day. I'm not that one. I crack jokes and all that type of stuff, but you ain't gonna be calling me no names.
Come on now.
Yeah, so Coldplay.
I just missed it. What did I just miss? God damn it! Rewind that.
I don't give a fuck who he is and what he do. He's not gonna play with me. Him or his mammy. Ain't none of them gonna play with me. Do you understand? I don't care who he is. Calling me out my name. I don't play like that. That's not where I come from. I don't come from that. I don't get down like that. I don't call nobody out their name. He's not gonna call me out my name.
So Coldplay, you didn't hit the line. Any other kind of comments like that, you're gonna get booted from the chat. So that's gonna be that.
Man, I didn't even see it.
Your ass late to the party. Just sit back.
I'm thinking of Erica Badu and shit.
No, we don't play like that. No, I don't play like that. I don't care who it is, where they from, who they think they are. All these online tough people. You're not gonna call. You wouldn't give me that same energy to my face. I promise you wouldn't.
They won't.
Keep that energy, big dog. No, I'm good. I'm good. Let me tell you something. It's always up with me. Always. I laugh, I play, I have a good time. I treat people with respect. The moment you disrespect me, it's always up.
And I'm backing them too.
I feel that.
And it's like that.
And that's the way it goes.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Drop the mic on their ass.
Yeah.
Hey, Hey, Khalees, where your tea thing at? Khalees, where your tea thing at? Go get your tea thing, bro.
I gotta keep it next to me when I come.
Hey, a motherfucker just snapped out of the sunken place too. Hey, fuck
It
that.
might look,
Hey.
Isaac, it might be awkward, but let me tell you something. I believe in respect, man. I believe in it. I believe in talking to people respectfully. I believe in I'm not gonna call nobody out their name. Where I come from, that'll get you killed. That's how serious it is. That'll get somebody killed. You understand what I'm saying? That will get like where I'm from. If you tell somebody something crazy, if you say, man, F you, that could be a murder tonight. Somebody could die. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't play like that at all. We gotta be like really homeboys and tight to really play like that. You understand? And then I'm just don't do that. Don't do that. Calling me no Oreo. Somebody stand, man. You gotta stop that, bro. Don't ever think, Doc. Oh man, don't ever think that I'm like that, because I'll turn up in a second
and split your shit.
Doc, they in the sunken place, Doc. They in the sunken place. Just let them drink that tea.
There you go.
Let them play with the white women.
So anyway, man, I don't want it to be awkward to nobody, and I apologize for maybe raising my voice or whatever have you, but I don't apologize for how I feel. I feel how I feel, and that's how it's gonna be. Let's talk comedians. Who's the best? Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I say between Dave and Chris Rock for me. They're like my top two.
Who?
I like Eddie Murphy.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh Lord, don't get me
Y'all don't
started.
like Jamie Foxx?
If we're talking about stand up, because a special.
What I'm saying about Jamie Foxx is he is very talented. He is very talented, but definitely not one of the best comedians. Definitely not.
What?
Stand up.
He can sing. He can act.
Movie.
And he is kind of funny.
Hold on.
Did y'all see when he was talking about George Bush? When he walked to the panel,
his body of work compared to Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy, it's not comparison.
Okay. No, we're not talking about. Okay.
True.
Of course, we can't do that.
They say all the time he's the best.
Yeah.
Okay. But Chris Rock.
The
hell?
Yes, Chris Rock is the reason why
I'm cutting you out the wheel. You just been cut out the wheel. That's a disgrace. That ninja ain't funny.
Oh, let's get a poll. Y'all, Chris Rock and none of y'all top five?
No, he in my top five. He in my top five.
Okay, so thank you.
Are we going back? Are we going back?
Yeah,
up until now, we can go with his last special too, but all time, Chris is up there.
Kevin Hart is before
Kevin Hart. Oh my God.
So somebody says,
so y'all saying his stand-ups is not funny. His stand-ups ain't funny.
They're
not. Come on, man. Y'all capping.
Y'all capping.
Kevin hasn't been funny since
funny.
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm happy for the brother.
Man,
he's a hardworking guy. He's business minded, intelligent. But if we talk about stand up and the craft, his specials are not good. I'm sorry.
It's garbage.
That nigga from Indiana.
I got a question though. My question is, why did nobody say Martin Lawrence?
Because Martin hasn't. I think people look at Martin more of an actor than the stand-up.
Nah, we was having an embolism over a Chris Rock comment. That's what it was. Like,
so let's start with Stacey. Give me your top five.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, probably Chris Rock. I don't know. Richard Pryor.
You got Richard Pryor.
Ronnie, go ahead. Ronnie, go ahead. Let me. Who you got?
Eddie Murphy first and foremost. Stand up, right?
Yeah.
I gotta take all the other shit out. Let me see. This is gonna be hard. Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Dang, what's dude name? See, I like different shit, man. Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor.
So you said Kevin Hart. Put Kevin Hart in there. So
Not
so we can
above,
laugh.
not above,
So we can
not
laugh.
above. Nah, I just give you my top three. That's my top three because
All right.
I don't know who to put in the bottom two.
Khalees, who you got?
So I say it's Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Cat Williams. I didn't hear him be mentioned, but he's definitely up there, GOAT level. Mike Epps,
That's
Mike
what I was
Epps.
thinking of.
Mike
Mike
Epps
Mike
stands up
Epps.
for it.
and then it's a
No.
hard one. It's a
It
hard
was,
one for
it was a
me
couple of them was.
because I grew up on the Kings of Comedy. So you had Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Matt, what's
Bernie
Bernie?
Mac.
I
None of
say,
them is in my top.
I say I'm gonna squeeze DL in that last one,
Mm.
and that's just top 5. We could go top 10. Mac is in there, you know, and who's the other one that was on there? It was Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, and who else?
Steve Harvey wouldn't even get on my top 10 list.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't.
Said is more funny
Said.
than
Said a dog.
He corny now. That nigga from where I'm from, but he corny now.
Commercial.
Let me tell you something.
Doc,
Y'all
who
ready?
you got?
Very
Y'all
commercial.
ready for this list? Here
Khalees,
you go.
you said the word, Khalees. Commercial as hell.
The list?
Go and get your list in.
Okay.
Check
Oh, I'm
this out.
sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my
She
list:
been so quiet.
She has.
Richard Pryor,
Yes.
Dave Chappelle,
Mm.
Chris Rock.
Oh,
I'm gonna put George Carlin in there.
You stole him off my mouth, George Carlin. Oh,
he was a legend. Legend.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Red Fox.
Okay, Red Fox.
Legends.
Facts.
There you go.
Mm.
Good list, Zoe. That shit was tight.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
George
She
Carlin.
put
is
some
the
thought
truth.
into
That's
that.
what I was about to say. Yeah. Doc, who
Good
you
shit,
got?
Zoe.
All right, I got Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Mike Epps, honorable mentions, some more, and Lunel. Period.
Definitely some more.
Some more.
Period.
Yeah.
She boring as hell.
So
Oh, Lunel. Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
She
who
boring.
that?
What do you think about Robin Harris?
Before my
So
time,
Impressions.
I liked them in House Party. that's showing my age. I didn't really
that's
look
a
at
long
his
time
stand
ago.
up, but he was funny as the dad in House Party. And Bebe's Kids. He was
Baby's
Bebe's
Kids.
That was a classic to me. Like I remember being a kid watching that. Like that's hilarious.
He
So
would have
here go
been one of the
mine. Here
greats
go
if he
mine.
didn't die.
Way down in
did. Then somebody said, "I am your conscience." Jamie Foxx was on a roast, and
Yes.
some dude was trying to play with him. I think his name was, I don't know his name, Williams. I don't know, Doug Williams or something
Doug,
like that.
yeah.
Doug Williams.
Yeah. And Jamie, oh, he ended that man's career, bro. And that's when you see the genius of improv, right? The ability to just come off the top. He was killing him. But my top 5 has got to be Richard Pryor, because you don't get Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence and all them without Richard, right? Then it's got to be Eddie Murphy. And I had no business at the age I was watching Raw and Delirious. I was a child. I had no business. I don't know how I saw this stuff, right?
Right.
George Carlin, Zoe, she hit the nail on the head. George Carlin is more of a father to Dave Chappelle than any of those other the political cerebral type of comedy, right? So George, Dave, really, I think he's the greatest of all time right now. But you kind of it's hard to say that when you have to lay down with Richard Pryor. You know, Richard Pryor has laid this foundation for Black comedians. To place someone over him is hard. And Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Not the new Cat, like the old Cat, the underground Cat. the new Cat, I saw like his World War III or something it was called, and I was like, dang, Cat, what happened? You know, but
Really, really good.
Yo, someone said Paul Mooney. We forgot him too.
Legendary.
so
Legendary.
since
Back
we
in
the
the
South
day.
African Americans, Trevor Noah is well on his way to being a legendary comedian.
I love
Period.
Facts.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah,
I love
he is
Trevor
well
Noah.
on his way.
Yeah.
You know, I
Love
think,
him.
to be honest,
Awesome show.
And he
Yeah.
cracked on him.
and he did
Paul
what?
Mooney, hilarious.
Yeah, Trevor, his stand-up is really good too. I saw
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he-
and how he grew up. Yeah, his stuff is definitely good.
There's a female South African comedian.
I've seen his name quite a few times in the comments. Like everybody's commenting on what their favorite is. I'm seeing Paul Mooney, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Dave Chappelle. I've seen Trevor Noah quite a few times. Of course, you know that's they this is his hometown. But yeah, I would say Trevor, like if he keeps going the way he is, he could be a really big contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Trevor Noah.
No,
Facts.
Trevor, no, so they saying it. The truth is, Trevor is fire, and there is a bias because we come from the States and we know these comedians for a long time, and then like we just recently got introduced to Trevor with the like the Daily Show and stuff like that.
The Daily
And
Show.
so at least me. Then I went saw some of his stand up or whatever have you, some of his earlier stuff, and he's legitimately funny, and he's really intelligent with his comedy.
There's,
But I mean, we grew up listening to, Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and stuff like that. So it's hard. Those are the first people we're going to think of.
There's two South African female comedians that I just think is like stupid fun. One is Toomey, and because I ain't finna have y'all roast me, but Toomey, if you go on Netflix, am I breaking up, Sam?
Yeah. Sure, internet.
Am I still breaking up?
You're back.
No, you good?
You're back.
Nah, it's your. Okay. There's two South African female comedians that are just freaking hilarious. And if you go on Netflix, Netflix has shown a lot of South African stand-up comedy. So I've been checking that out or whatever. But Toomey is one of them, and she is freaking hilarious. Toomey, and then her last name started with an M or whatever. But there's Toomey, and then there's another one. I can't think of her name, but she got short blonde hair. I don't want to jack up her name either, but she has a nice little gap or whatever. She is freaking hilarious. So I think
She has a movie on Netflix.
Yeah, she got a movie on Netflix too.
Is it the Christmas movie?
No, not the Christmas movie is what was it? How to Ruin Christmas? That whole series, that's freaking hilarious.
The sister who was starting the she passed away.
Oh,
yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she
passed
did.
away.
On Diamond City. I think that's the woman. Wow.
No, two of them passed away. The one who Diamond City was the one about the prison, right?
Yes.
She passed away, but the sister who was in How to Ruin Christmas in the first, they have 2 seasons of it.
Yeah,
The first season,
yeah,
with the bald head, she passed away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's so sad too. Like, so the last one, it just wasn't the same without her. It was you felt her presence being missed big time.
Somebody said Mbo Pops is hilarious. Pops.
Do y'all have any questions lined up? Because I want to throw it out there if you don't.
No, go ahead. Run them.
Favorite South African show or movie?
Oh, I got it right now. This is what y'all is gonna be. Have y'all seen Jerusalem? Jerusalem. Have y'all seen that one? Fire.
Use you on them.
Look at Zoe. Zoe, look.
Zoe. She's saying you gorgeous.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Tandy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's Tandy. What up? It'd be funny seeing y'all on here. Like if you don't use the same name everywhere, I don't recognize. But shout out to Tandy. She and I
Blood and water.
Yeah, like
Blood and water is good too.
Blood and water.
That was really good.
Blood and water is stupid. I mean, it's stupid good. I love it. I love it.
Blood and water.
First season of King of Dover was good.
That's number
Second
one.
season.
I mean, you could feel the Shona was no longer
was
there.
absent. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think his wife, I did like her performance. I think she held it down. You know, maybe not the overall writing of the show, but I was proud of her stepping it up. And well, I'll say Queen Shona. Queen Sona.
Yeah.
Susie is another good one.
Have y'all seen what's the one with your girls? It's one with the girl from Blood and Water. Kitty Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty Bone. It's like
She
she
plays
ends up being a prostitute or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, but I can't remember the name of that one. Yes. What about the one with the chick? She
played the mother on Blood and Water. It's called Unseen. That's what you're talking about?
Unseen. Yeah, that's a series.
Yeah. What did y'all think?
What's the show where the girl who hold on, kids.
Sam?
I haven't had time to look at TV.
Their favorite.
I need to check that out.
Did you go, Nikki?
What was that?
What's your favorite South African show? Or you can
Blood.
say
Yeah, Blood and Water, and then my second favorite one is These. I don't know if y'all seen that.
These?
Yeah, These Nuts.
I knew that was coming.
Savage Beauty is
it's so ridiculous. I was like, is she gonna go for that? That's too went for it. Jeez.
I heard that coming.
This is wrong.
We're done.
You guys are so immature. You guys are so immature. So fucking immature.
But the show about is Savage Beauty. That's a good one too.
Oh yeah, Savage Beauty was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Savage Booty.
It's Savage Beauty. Hey yo, Ronnie. Out your
No,
ear.
no, Dr. Sai said that.
That was accident.
See, Khalees, you thought it was
so
me.
used to you being the one.
I love the Nash. I love the Nash, but that wasn't me this time. I was actually about to say, I've been out in these streets too much to be looking at TV. So I can't even indulge in this conversation.
Oh God.
No, man, when we was back in the States, all I wanted to watch was South African movies.
Yes.
So I got so caught up. I mean, I was watching everything. There's a TV series called The River that I've been trying to watch. Yeah, like I caught some clips of it on YouTube. I'm like, I gotta watch this.
Yeah,
but
there's this show Riches that's on Amazon Prime.
Savage Booty.
The chick from that show on Prime called Them, which was hard to watch, but it's called Riches. That's on Amazon Prime. That's a good show.
They're from where though, right? They're Nigerian.
They're Nigerian. Yes.
Yeah, that show is in Nigeria.
Yeah.
They have some pretty good Nollywood shows too. I just love looking at foreign films in general, and I went down this rabbit hole with South African movies, and series. And I try to talk about them to my friends out there, and they're like, "We don't look at that. We look at y'all stuff." So it's always like that.
Scheme Sam. Somebody is saying Scheme Sam.
I haven't
watched that. Have y'all, speaking of Nollywood, have y'all seen Kings of Boys?
No.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet. It's
good. That's gangster.
She's
gangster. It's gangster.
She's so cold. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix? What's it on?
I think
I-
it's Prime or it's either Prime or Netflix.
It's
okay.
probably on. I think it's on.
Yeah, just look up Kings of Boys. It was one
King
Nigerian.
of Boys, yeah, King of Boys.
What was that? Blood Sisters?
Yeah, Blood Sisters was another South African joint. Yeah. Somebody says I just saw this on Netflix. Yizo, why?
Yeah, that's on
I just saw
Netflix.
this one. I mean,
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but I just saw that it popped up on my Netflix suggestions. I'm gonna peep that out. It looked like it was older though, like it wasn't like a new thing. It looked like it came out a while back.
Them. Yeah, them was.
Them was actually based in the States. Basically, a family that left Southern America to move to Compton, here in Los Angeles. When Compton, the pink people were there and they were trying to drive them out.
Yeah, when Compton didn't look like us, and they was redlining. Black family had moved into that neighborhood, and it's kind of like Get Out. It's like the scary vibes, but it's deep.
So
and they basically were getting harassed.
Yeah, it's like basically, and I think this is true. Compton is built above a burial ground, and I think that is true. So
is it for slaves or Native Americans?
I think it's Native Americans. So
Hey, look at that comment. Look at that comment.
It went away.
9:30. No, the one that said, "I think you all whack."
I keep saying that.
Oh,
It's
what is it called? We got to put that. We got to get that hookup to watch those shows because we
you
can't.
talking about ESPN?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it online.
I'm talking about the one that said, "I think you all whack."
Like,
Yeah,
somebody said, "Kanisha, you are patient." Nollywood movie said, "Like, for 2 miles for 20 minutes."
Patience is key, my brother.
Hold up, let's go back to this nigga that said. Let's go back to this nigga that said he think we all whack. You keep on missing that shit.
Yeah, he said
Let's go to this
somebody
nigga
Look,
that
said,
said we all
I don't
whack.
want nobody to get cussed out again.
I think you all
'Cause
whack.
I'm with the smoke. I'm about to pull it off the side of
Right.
We
I
turned the
thought I had
fuck
to
up
get my
again.
pistols.
Go to the nigga that said, "I think you all whack." I love these internet hoes.
And then it
man.
said, I think you all watch Seraphine.
Oh, Serafina.
She ain't
Some
gonna go
people,
to it.
you
She
know,
ain't gonna address that shit.
some people, you know.
pussy.
No, I think he said you all whack. I think he said you all watch.
watch. He was saying watch. You about to get my brother cursed?
Hey, hey,
Yes,
you better speak proper English in here, goddamn. It's about to go down. I thought he said you niggas is whack.
About to pull out the
My
glizzy.
apologies, bro. Man, I think it say watch. I think you all a watch or some shit.
Yo, I can't do with you.
Oh my God, that's how I get started, boy.
That's how I get
The whole
started.
wall.
Hey,
Going
see
on
what they
below
don't know. What they don't know is me and Dr. Asad. We basically from the same kind of hood. The same kind of hood. It's impoverished, dangerous.
Irish. Hey, Baltimore too, man. I know. Trust me.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I grew up in the Wire. I actually
I
was,
was by there too.
Wire because they was filming in the neighborhood.
Calm down, calm down.
Say, bro, The Wire is my
East
favorite
St. Louis
TV
about
show
to
of
come
all
out,
time.
baby.
Really?
Absolutely, man. There's a brother who wrote his dissertation on The Wire, on the themes and the interconnectedness and the interconnected themes of The Wire, like how the gangsters had a code and the police didn't, and blah 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 blah. I mean, The Wire is a phenomenally written show. Yeah,
Well, that was my neighborhood, man. And
and
my
that's horrible.
would tell me it was.
I'm from the
tell me
neighborhood.
dudes.
I'm from the neighborhood where Erykah Badu walked down that street singing Window Seat. That's the neighborhood I'm from, right there, right.
Oak Cliff.
Man,
Oak Cliff,
Oak
baby.
Cliff.
Oak Cliff.
Did
Oh,
you see
Cliff
it?
ain't
Did
no
you see
joke,
it?
boy.
Yeah,
Was you there when she was filming?
no, but look at they talked about it real,
Oh, you being serious?
like real talk.
I'm
Cause she
very
was
serious.
she was
I'm
actually
thinking she just being.
she didn't got no approval or nothing from the city to do that. So
Wow.
she was like she was just walking downtown Dallas, started taking off her clothes, and the reaction of people in the
Was
audience
real.
was
Yeah.
real. They was thinking, okay, here come another crazy lady walking down the street naked. But yeah, real talk, she did that.
And they was looking too.
Yeah.
They was
Ronnie, I'm gonna sing you something, bro. I'm gonna sing you
Please
something.
do
She
if it
said
got
that.
Erykah Badu in it.
Look at my message I sent you, Ronnie, on.
No, I didn't see it that day.
Hold
But
on,
I
let me
saw
see.
man.
I
Look,
saw that video many times the next day.
the nyash was
Eat your popcorn.
the nyash was nyashing.
That's right.
Gnashing.
The
It's
nyash.
gnashing.
I ain't gonna lie, I saw that. I was like, oh,
Right.
Yeah, I knew it was there.
Right.
I've been a fan of her since I was a little
She
boy.
been hiding it in them bell bottoms or something. I don't know what she's.
She
I ain't never seen it.
she ain't doing that for the male gaze, basically. My Piscean sister wasn't doing it for y'all, okay?
Who was she doing it for?
Let me tell you something.
Like that too, though.
Let me tell you something. Ain't
Sounds-
nothing like having Erykah Badu, like you know how they do that dive into the audience, you know, the crowd, and you hold them up and so what you call that?
Stage diving.
crowd surf.
Oh yeah, crowd surfing.
When she jumped, and I was like, oh, I got Erykah Badu right here. I was just like so
Oh
excited.
my God.
And then I froze like this for the whole night. I was like, I didn't want to put my arms down no more or nothing. I just froze.
I'm just
You
surprised.
didn't steal a grab.
No, bro, what the hell?
Shit. I would have got locked up that day.
Listen, I'll never wash my hands. No.
Don't never tempt me with some shit like that.
That's when she was with Common. When she was with Common.
Oh
I
wow.
whoop Common.
Not Lonnie. You gonna be
Not
Lonnie
South
up.
Side. Hey, comment from the South Side. Bro.
Down,
That's my under.
he's soft like Charmin.
Shots. But now, man.
I call it at 1 hour and 37 minutes that we're done with this live. I want to thank everyone in the chat. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate your interaction. We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you follow Stace and I, you know that, as soon as you hit the subscribe button, your life automatically becomes premium. And so if you want a premium life and you want to see this show on the big screen, make sure you subscribe, send the link to your friends, and let us know that you love us and you want to see us more. Anybody else have any closing remarks?
Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out. All the people in the WhatsApp group and our WhatsApp community, all our fam that watch, all the subscribers. Make sure you follow the Real South African Americans channel. And look out for more stuff from us. We're coming to Josie.
Yeah, same. Y'all, look, this was a huge treat. I actually look forward to these videos that we've been doing. I can't wait for us to link up again until that day that I'm back in South Africa. Fam, everybody that's been commenting, y'all have to read all these comments. They've been hitting it up, boy. It's a lot of stuff to read in here. So I thank you. Yeah, thank you for the love. Appreciate it.
So, Dr. Assad, you got something to say?
No, I just wanted to say, peace out. What happened? What we just decided to call it?
Yeah.
I was getting into it.
Red. Look, see,
y'all about to
Yeah,
eat. All right.
But look, I'm about to hit y'all with this, see if y'all remember this. I'm gonna close it. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Good night.
What's up?
Def
Def
Comedy
Comedy
Jam.
Jam. Russell Simmons.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Good night.
Stop,
All right,
stop.
have a good one.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Peace from Khalees.
And Zoe.
Peace from Khalees. I heard that.